Hello again, YouTube. This is Truth Man giving you the truth. My voice cracked. Y'all know how it be, like those of y'all that watch my video. Like when I first come out here, it's like 28 degrees. So sometime when I first come out here, I get the sniffles and my voice be cracking. But after I've been out here a while, it kind of goes away. But we got a lot to talk about today, y'all. I mean, for real, like, you know, I know YouTube has been shadow banning my videos. It's obvious. Not as much as they have in times past, but they're still doing it. But it's all right. I'm going to keep making them. I'm going to keep making them. And I'm going to hope that whoever's doing it, that they will move on to another job. And the people who not doing it, because I noticed, it seemed like it'd be certain days, like, where my videos are just, bang, get views. And then it'd be certain days. The people who, that's how I know it's somebody doing it. Everybody want to blame the algorithm. Somebody's doing this stuff, man. Because like on certain days, which is probably the days where the people who don't necessarily have a problem with me are off, those videos just all of a sudden, boom, shadow ban. I could be talking about the same thing as somebody else. Shadow ban. But anyway, we got a lot to talk about, like I said. On this first one, I want to talk about the reception of information, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, the TV, the radio, at work, wherever. When somebody presents the information, you should never go by their economic status. That's how most deceptions arise. You have to be well versed, and you have to have been already learned on these subjects where you can know where, like for instance, I was talking to a guy yesterday in the comments, like he already had knowledge of what we were talking about. So when I presented more knowledge, he's like, okay, well, he took the knowledge he already had, he took the knowledge I had, and he continued. But see, where y'all mess up, y'all get too stuck on status. And on this video, I want to tell you just a little bit why you can't be that way. And how you need to be in terms of this information. Now, the Bible is the most red-pillest book that is out, if you understand it. If you don't understand it, it's going to be like a blue pill. So, when he told us, don't judge by outward appearance, but judge a righteous judgment. So, when you judging things, you're supposed to look at it like what's right and what's wrong. And if you don't know, you're supposed to find out. Like, I know people don't, well, the Bible, then who wrote the Bible, all that. Listen. Look at the facts. Look at the realistic view of things. If you had 9 million people who behave like the Bible say, how would the world be in comparison to how it is now? So this is why you can't be one of those people that try to eliminate the Bible, because that's all I'm going to ask you. How would the world be in comparison to how it is now? If everybody lived by the scripture, that's how they treated each other, that's how they lived life, how would the world be? I rest my case. So what a lot of people have been talking about, and I ain't going to name their names, it's a lot of them. It's this whole status thing, this money thing, this rich versus poor thing. Now, of course, you'll have a better life if you have wealth, in terms of life, where you can go, what you can buy, where you can live. It would be better with money. But you're not a better person because you have money, especially if you done join sinister groups to get it. You've fraudulently been networked by people who are like villains to the earth, villains to the society. So, or you had to scam, you had to be a crook, you had to kind of pimp game people out of the money. That's why, these are the reasons why you can't necessarily say a rich person is better than a poor person. Some of them come up in money. They're not even rich because of their self. Somebody left them something. And then you got some of the ones that somebody left them something and they turned it into something more. These is all the reasons why you can't say that the rich are better than poor people. Now, nobody should desire to be poor. But I would say that you should desire to be rich, but get it the right way. Get it yourself. Don't go against God. Don't go against people. Get it the right way. Because what I'm seeing is, and I'm gonna dig into a lot of things today, is people get mad. And in particular, some of the black ones. Because I haven't, to this day, every time I've seen this, not to say they don't do it, because they got an attitude towards people too. Like people just swear they know your economic status. That's why I go out of my way to make sure nobody does. They swear they know your economic status. And then they start trying to fish for questions. Listen, if you an op, even if we debating, I'm not telling you nothing. So, people been bragging lately, and it's mainly what I've been saying has been the black ones. It ain't been I haven't really seen white guys doing it. I be seeing black guys doing it. If you can't win an argument without bragging about your economic status, you a chump anyway, man. Because where I'm from, you still get the same stuff, and you could still get what some of the best of all things, all category, being broke. If you know how to present yourself, if you got charisma, the only people that might not mess with you is the ones that you probably won't want to mess with them anyway, because they superficial. But people been bragging, man, like that ain't, listen. Don't listen to nobody. Don't join nobody's groups because of any receipts or anything. Because I can go rent a Lamborghini right now and make all kind of videos, take all kind of pictures with it. I'm not gonna do that. I like Ferraris better anyway, but who's keeping score? But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. Because I don't want nobody around me just trying to diss me because they think they got more than me anyway. Because I'm going to tell you something. You get disrespectful enough, you're going to have to ball them up. You a man, I'm not going to. See, this is where a lot of guys is messing up on YouTube. You're going to run into these people. You're going to run into them eventually. So, all these people talking all this slick stuff, you're going to see these people one day. So it's in your best interest to know how to deal with people and how to talk to people. That's just professional anyway. You talking about your status, but it's professional like when you know how to talk to people and deal with people. I'm not buying that everybody loves you and I'm watching you and you don't even know how to talk to people. And that's a couple people that I'm seeing do this. You don't even know how to talk to people. But you talking about how everybody love you, everybody. Who is everybody? So, when you judge things, don't judge things based on status. Judge things based on facts that you have uncovered, based on things that you have researched yourself, And if you unsure about any information with me or anybody else, you got to do research. You got to do some Google search. You might need to go to the library somewhere. But don't just, I like him. So now you online trying to take up for a dude to get confronted for some false information. Don't do that, man. Because you like somebody. I don't want nobody to try to take up for me just because they like me. I want people, like if people come against me, I want people, if you take up for me or you take my side or whatever, to be because you're trying to help this person see the light or see the truth. Not just because you like me. That's what people do to me all the time. I be hopping on people's heels and people will come in the comments trying to come against me just because they like that person. Man, if you don't get out of here, you don't get out of here with that garbage, man. We adults here. That's not adult behavior. And that little, remember how kids was? I got a better lunch than you, boo boo. That's what people is doing. You got dudes with beards just acting like little kids. You acting like a little kid. And people wonder why the black community is just getting mushed down and why Africans can be darker than me with deep accents and come over here and make more than all of us. All you do, listen, some of these fights and arguments I hear is not even worth having. You on there bragging, somebody gonna call you out, man. You already know they are. But anyway, that's what you need to do when you gather an information. Do not go by receipts. Do not go by outward appearance. Go by what you've gathered, the information that you've gathered in research. And then if that information can be put to action and it works, put the action and it works, then now you can look at the receipts a little more. But people like grifters will use receipts to get you, trying to hook you. It's kind of like a bait. So you can't always say that this guy has receipts, so he's valid. No, he's not. He's a grifter. In some cases. In some cases. I'm telling you that's, come on, man. Y'all don't know about the infomercials? What do they do on infomercials? What y'all go to bed at 6 o'clock? Because I've seen thousands, hundreds of thousands of infomercials in my lifetime. I just refuse to watch them now. I refuse. Like, if I'm sleeping, I hear it, I turn the TV right off. I don't watch infomercials. I don't. Because the infomercial ain't gonna show you the bad side. A lot of these dudes is walking, talking infomercials. And then they'll throw shots against the competition. Can't none of y'all do. Anybody could come on YouTube and talk. For all of you dudes that's talking like y'all should regulate who, no, you ain't nobody, man. You don't got that kind of power. Unless you buy YouTube tomorrow, you can't say who could come on here and talk, man. Who you think you is? Man, if you say that to some people's face, I'm telling you, some of these dudes, their best bet is to stay behind that little computer of theirs. Some of the stuff they be talking. Like, it's one thing to get harsh with the way you present the information. It's another thing to get disrespectful. Harsh and disrespectful is two different things. Like, I be seeing people getting disrespectful. That's why I just stopped all that super chat. I just stopped it completely. Cause I started noticing that some of these guys just be flat out disrespecting people. And I'm like, me giving them money is just gonna feed their ego. And I'm gonna start back up like soon. But I just stopped doing it, man. I'm just trying to see who kind of worth all that, man. Cause I'm seeing people just being too disrespectful, arrogant, cocky. I ain't giving them nothing. And you could try to say, oh, he ain't got it in. Okay. But that's what you got to do, man. I'm going to close this video out because we got more things to talk about. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel.